Okay, here we are back in the door in the basement. We entered a door in our basement. We went down there to pick up some boxes and entered the door and entered a new dimension. And so we're trying to figure out how to get back home. Kind of wandering around here. Patient Benjamin Taylor. I asked the patient to describe the animal attack he witnessed at Green Valley Forest. He told me that a monster was responsible for the attack. He described the attacker as having large antlers and standing upright on two legs. Okay. So we are Ben Taylor. And we were camping and we saw this horrible attack. And I've been trying to figure out how to get past this monster by these fans or beyond these fans. I forgot if I came up here. It's been a while since I did the last recording, and I forgot that if I came up here, that's what turns the fans on and off. And I think I read that note before too. So I apologize for that. It's just a bad memory. And a long time between recordings. So, playing multiple games also will kind of do it to you. You kind of forget what you're doing in each game. Okay, so right around the corner here is a monster. And before, I was able to just run past him. Splitting up to look for answers hasn't been working. On our own, we've both been attacked by a tall, shambling creature. We were able to get away, but I think we should stick together from now on. While we were apart, Zoe found a knife. I read that last time too, so. Okay. As I said, as I turned the corner, there was a monster that I had to get around, a large shambling monster. Oh, but it's not there this time, so I'm sure we'll run into it at some point. If I go to the left, it's just a room. I do remember that. I don't have a flashlight. I hit F trying to turn on the flashlight that I thought I had, but I don't have. I'm not usually that much excited to play games like this, pixelated games. I like the ones that are more realistic, but this one has kept my interest. Oop, there's the monster. Run, 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 run. It's the suspense and the running away from monsters and I don't know. It's just managed to keep my interest, so even though half the time I'm lost and I'm not sure where I'm going, I don't know. Let's stick to the left. We'll choose a way and we'll stick to it. Can't turn on the radio. It's pretty dark. I turned oh, this is where we started. Okay. And I know that's just a room. So let's try going a slightly different way. I was saying I did turn up the gamma so that it would record better. But for me, that makes some of these bright scenes like super bright. Okay, we went left last time, right? Well, because the monster was down here. He's not down here now, so we'll go this way. Trying to keep an eye on things. Seems like you never know when he's gonna turn up. Okay, so those are those platforms. We played with them in the last video. We have to turn them so we can go across them, is my guess. Because I don't believe we can go across them like this. And in the last video, I was trying to figure out where how to turn them and didn't get very far. So maybe we can get farther this time. At least it lets me do that kitty corner thing without making me fall down. That's nice of it. Well, let's go check out down this tunnel. This is where it's so super bright. Patient Benjamin Taylor. The patient's condition is not improving. Not only does he struggle in dealing with the traumatic experience itself, but he has also begun to experience stress-induced... Wow. Okay. Oh, looky, stairs. So, Benjamin Taylor is a patient? What I'm wondering is if this isn't his descent into madness, it being represented here. Okay. Because of what he witnessed at the lake. Oh look, okay, that does turn those. This is what I needed. Oh, it turns that one. For some reason I thought it would turn that other large one. Okay, that just toggles it back and forth. Are there more controls down here? It looks like there might be. And yes, there are. Okay. Oh, that one does more than just toggle it. That actually turns it. Alright, we're starting to form a walkway here. Yeah, like that. There we go. I think that'll do it. It looks pretty continuous over to there. I just hope that monster guy doesn't show up while we're coming through here. So far he's behaving himself and staying out of the way, and I appreciate that. I like monsters that know their manners and stay out of the way. Someone's been drinking down here, and I just heard that noise. No monsters? Okay. This may not be the most direct route, but, you know, it works. Alright, we're at the other side. Now what? Thought I heard something back there. Another note. Zoe has gone missing. We found a place to hide and get some sleep, but when I woke up, Zoe was nowhere to be found. I've searched the surrounding area over and over again. It's been days now. She's just gone. That was me turning up the sound. It's for me, wasn't very loud. What is this over here? A ladder? Okay. A quickie one at that. Okay, new area. And a save room. I know people might think it's silly, but I take advantage of save rooms. Those are the saves from the last game recording. So let's just... Okay, we'll just save it right there. Lost Tunnels. I guess I can't climb up there. I'll have to crawl through here. I don't have a flashlight. I just keep trying. Oh, that guy. I found that if I talk to these people, they start to chase me. So this is weird. My plan is to not talk to them. I'm just gonna rush right past them because I don't trust them. Okay, this is bizarre. It's like mannequin parts. There's a head. Ooh, that's bright. Okay, what do we have here? Inspect. The handle is missing, so we have to find the handle. And where do you think the handle might be? Of course, it was too direct to just come right here. All kinds of mannequin parts, doll parts. None of them have a handle in them, though. Okay. You know, the fact that there's no music, that it's just that hum, just adds to the eeriness of the game. Oh, there's somebody over there that I'm sure we're going to want to avoid. And he's probably blocking the way that I want to go. He saw me. Run! We found a... Ooh. Well, we found the little wheel crank thing. Here we go. This is the way out of here. Okay. Is he still chasing me? I don't know how far back I have to go. I don't think he is chasing me anymore, so let's go back and put this where it belongs. My goal is not to be killed, but we know the likelihood of that is pretty low. Okay. We're vulnerable while we're turning this. Oh, that's what it does, is bring down that little walkway. Okay. Nothing in those boxes. And there's a save room. As I said, I will take advantage of it. I am not so brave and confident in my abilities, Lost Tunnels, that I want to pass up a save room. I know some are, and they would criticize me for saving so often, but you know, I hate losing progress. Oh my gosh. Did you see that big face? Okay, there's not any other way to go, so we're just gonna have to forge on ahead. Oh, that's who it was? Well, hello, guy. Oh, what exquisite parts you have. You'll make a fine addition to my collection. I'll get to you as soon as I'm done here. Don't go anywhere. I don't think so. I think I will go. Right over there. Oh. Oh boy. So the light, it's like a strobe, a very slow strobe. But there we go. Okay. We can't go through here, we can't crouch, we can't. So where am I supposed to go then? Do I have to do something to move him? Yeah, light. I need you, light. It's pulsing. Like a heartbeat, kind of. Yeah, I don't see any kind of a lever to move that aside. Or any kind of a... We can't jump over it. This game doesn't let us jump. And I tried crouching under it, and that didn't work. There we go. Yeah, see? Can't crouch under it. Not sure. Definitely can't get past it. I thought maybe I could go sideways past it, but it's pretty dark down here when the light goes out. At least these guys are behaving themselves. They're looking at me as I go by. But as long as they don't chase me, I'm okay with it. Okay. It's not letting me go back up there for some reason, so I guess it's onward or nowhere. Okay, up here. Oh look, I totally missed that tunnel. Okay, let's go through the tunnel and hope there's no spiders. Oh, what's he gonna do? I don't want to talk to you. Let's go. Uh-oh. Did it collapse? Okay. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Oh, another tunnel, of course. And more of these mannequins. I get turned around too. Oh. The patient has had several group therapy sessions and his condition does not appear to be improving. We will continue these sessions for a few more weeks, but if there is no clear improvement, I will begin administering EMDR treatment. Additionally, I could prescribe Ben some antidepressants to aid in his recovery. Oh, that scared me. Is he on the other side of the fence? He is. Okay. I'm hoping they all are. These mannequins, I think they're mannequins. They just make me nervous. Just waiting for him to come to life and attack me. Okay. Through here? No. Through the other way? No. All right. Oh, there's a lever. Oh, and it raises the platform. Okay. Okay, let's go back. Bring the platform back down. And then we'll pull the lever and run onto the platform. we supposed to jump in that hole? Guess so. Geronimo! Isn't that what they say? Through the brambles is the achievement I just got. Okay, we've got pipes, or... I'm not sure. Okay. Ooh, that hurt. So we don't... Whoops! Oh my gosh. Okay, that was too far of a jump. Yep, we died. Oh good, it brings us back to this. Okay. So just don't do such big jumps, and we'll be okay. Ooh, that was a little painful. Okay, onto the box. Oh, we missed the box. Okay. While continuing my search for Zoe, I've come across a lot of machinery. It seems so out of place. What's the purpose behind the machinery? Who built it? I've tried questioning the inhabitants, but none of them would give me an answer. Don't worry about it, they'd say. How much do they know? Marcus. Okay. Blood everywhere. I can't get that gear. I was hoping I could. I guess we go through here. Uh-oh. What on earth was that? Something chasing me? That was scary. Okay, trying to figure out which of these pipes, if we need to climb a pipe. Oh, there's a note. Or is that the one we read? This looks like there's going to be a gate in the way. Yep, there is a fence in the way. And we can't squat down underneath it. Patient Benjamin Taylor, I prescribed a small dose of antidepressants, began to administer. Oh, we read this. While recounting the events at Green Valley Forest, he still experiences heightened stress, but to a lesser degree than only a few weeks ago. I'll continue his treatment for the next few weeks and keep an eye on how the patient improves over time. Okay. Okay. Can't fit through there. Another radio, but we can't play it or anything. And a room. Okay, slowly making our way through here. Not sure where we're going. But we'll discover it, whatever it is. Very, very dark, and I have no flashlight, of course. It's too dark. So do I need a flashlight? Did I miss finding one? Those radios are all over the place. Not sure what that means. Okay. Oh. Well, there's a lantern, but I can't use it. So I guess we're supposed to go back this way then. Oh wait, what's down here? Is that a flashlight? Yay! Okay, that's what... Oh! What are you? Who are you? Hello? Look at you just standing there. I'm not going anywhere near you. Press F to turn the flashlight on off. Okay. Pretty typical. He's not following us. Okay, now we can go into this dark area. This is one huge basement, but I don't think we're in the basement anymore, Toto. Sounds like we're in some kind of industrial building. Water. So I'm guessing we need to find a way to drain that water. Here's something to read. Everyone down here seems unable or unwilling to talk about what is going on, but occasionally a piece of information slips out. When questioning one of the inhabitants about the machinery and what purpose it serves, they actually responded, "The pipe siphon water to the abattoir." It's the first coherent sentence I've heard from one of them. I tried questioning them further about this abattoir, but they quickly reverted to the usual, "Don't worry about it," response I've been hearing from everyone else. I need more information. Why is there a slaughterhouse in this place? Marcus. So I said it was an industrial building. It's a slaughterhouse? Okay. Well, okay, so we need to figure out. There's a. No, it's just a pipe thing. I thought it was like a gear thing. Uh-oh. See, those people make me nervous. They just stand and stare at you. I guess as long as they don't bother me. But I'm still going to be careful around them. Yeah, no. I don't want to talk to you. He's just standing there staring at me, and that is creepy. What is that? A discarded eye. Okay. So we're supposed to use these eyes with the, what was she called? Siphons or something like that? Oh. What's going on here? It's water? Oh, I can walk in it. All right. Come up here. Can't open the door. Oh, let's turn the wheel. Green light. That's got to be good, right? Okay. Fully expecting some kind of sea monster or something in here. Oh, what was that splash? We'll avoid it. We'll go this way. Okay, another wheel. All right, that light's green. Is there going to be a monster in this water? Okay, up here. There we go. Turn this wheel, make that light green. All right. This water's getting deeper. Yes, much. Ooh. What keeps doing that? It's making me nervous. Go away. Okay, now where do I go? I don't see anywhere else to go. My dog is going crazy. Okay. What's going on now? We're draining water from a pipe. Is this going to continue to rise? Is there something under the water I'm supposed to go to? I'm not sure what the purpose of all of that was. Definitely draining water out of the pipe. Oh, there's you. I don't want to go near you. So maybe I'm supposed to go underwater somewhere? I don't see anywhere else to go in here. And I'm not sure what those water spouts are. Unless it's not some kind of sea monster. Maybe it's... See, there's one. Maybe it's openings that I'm supposed to go through? If we die, we die. I don't see any, and I can't go under the water. And I don't see any kind of openings. Not sure what those spouts of water are. Definitely can't open a door. Boy, the sounds in here. You know what really makes it spooky is your own mind, as you're imagining things. Oh, I wonder if the water is falling down from there? I don't know what's making those splashes, and that is what is making it unnerving. Is because I don't know, and my mind imagines all kinds of crazy things that can hurt me. That I don't... Oh, see, there's one right there. But that wasn't above one of those little pipes. Okay, we need to explore a little more here. I am definitely not seeing any kind of an opening. I don't think I'm as afraid of those little spouts anymore, though. They just seem to be... Yeah, we just walked right through one. So they just seem to be... whatever. And I don't see another way out of this room. There was one right there. And yet there's no hole. There's no... nothing. There is just none of the doors open. I don't want to turn that again. It's not going to let me anyway. Well, the water doesn't seem to be rising anymore. It's holding steady. It's up high, much higher than it was. But it's holding steady. And I don't see anything. Okay. Well, I guess we don't have any option. Eeks, he scares me. But we'll stay away from him. Can't turn that. Okay, well, we'll go back the way we came, I guess. Oh wait. Oh, we drained this. Okay. Okay, see, I should have put 2 and 2 together. The one raised, of course it drained this. All right. Here we go, because we can't climb up into those. So we'll go through this one. Okay. boy. Now we really are trapped if something decides to chase us. We gotta go down? Oh, yeah. Did we go in a big circle? No, this one's a little different. Sometimes that flashlight's helpful and sometimes it's just too bright, probably because I have the gamma way up. Because I was afraid the game would be too dark if I didn't. Okay. Gotta check out the room before we take the obvious exit. Oh, wow. Narrow little space. Very narrow little space. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We broke the pipe. At least it wasn't carrying water. Oh, there's a door down there that I can get to if I can get down there. I don't see where else I can go. That door won't open. Can't climb into the pipes. Can I open this little grating? Oh, I can stand on it and it opens up that way. Okay. Uh-oh. Water's gonna be rising, and the door is locked, and we can't turn the wheel. Okay, so it's one of these pipe puzzle things. Okay, it's draining into here. Can't turn it. Invalid configuration, it says. Well, none of those look like they're open, do they? All right. Well, we need it. Oh, the water's rising. Okay. So there's no way to connect that little straight one. And the only way to put that is that way. I mean, that looks like a direct connection to me. But the water's still rising. No, you can't do that. Okay, let's see how this wants to go. I mean, that just goes nowhere. There's just no way that's going anywhere. Oh, that must have been it. Okay. Phew. Yeah, the pipe stopped draining. Okay. Now, where do we go? There's one of those hands. Should I give him the eye? Sybil, that's the name. Secrets for the eyes. You hand over an eye you found. The inhabitants of this place do what they can to feed it, but it is very old, and the task is never ending. For as long as your world has existed, ours has been here waiting. All right. Let's see. Obviously, we're supposed to go upstairs, but let's look. Okay, up we go. So the doors with that symbol are safe rooms, I'm discovering. And I will take this opportunity to save. Waterworks. Can't open that door. Can't open that. And of course it's locked. We need to find a key. What would we do if we weren't hunting for a key? Okay. We just saved, so there's gotta be some dangers here. Like him. And that's locked. I'll just keep an eye on him. The abattoir. I knew it sounded important, but when I returned to the inhabitant that initially mentioned it, I found them dead. Apparently someone or something doesn't want people talking about that place. Thanks to that one slip of the tongue, I have a lead. If I can find my way to the abattoir, I might be able to find Zoe and get some answers. Marcus. Okay, would I know an abattoir if I saw one? I don't know. Looking for a key. There was something there. Something grabbed that door. Do you think it's gone? I don't see where else we can go. Hello there. He's on the other side of the gate, so... Was he the guy that was here and now he's there? Did he come from this room? No, we came from that room. Didn't we? Maybe not. What's over here? A key. Okay. Uh-oh, he's following me. Time to run. Gotta remember which way I went. Okay, I don't think he's following me anymore, and hopefully this one is gone. Couldn't open that door. Where'd he go? Nope, I can't get through there. Turn off? I don't know why I want to turn off the light, but okay. I heard a thump. Is he gone? Do I want to go through there? Apparently. Okay, now I know where I am. Yep, here's the save room. And I have no shame in saving often. We'll save under waterworks. The door has been unlocked. All right, here we go. I want to see what's on down here before I commit to a door. I finally found Zoe, but something has happened to her. She's like them now, a blank, featureless husk. But it has Zoe's knife. The only words out of her mouth, "Don't worry about it." Did they all used to be normal once? Is the same thing going to happen to me? I have to get out of here fast. All right then. Let's find the way out. Another eye. Now I'm collecting these eyes like crazy. A lot of empty cages. Empty is better than full. There's a tunnel in that room, but let's go check out this one first. Nope. I keep hearing doors opening and closing. Okay, I guess tunnel it is. Uh-oh, gonna have a cave-in. Do we want to go this way? Nah. You know what? Let's do the stick to the left thing. All that rumbling makes me nervous. And it's so quiet. Uh-oh. Let me get through here before you collapse. Are those stairs? Oh no, it was just the way it was pixelated. A hole. Okay, I guess that's what we do. Is go through the hole. Oh, psh. Ouch. At least we heal pretty quickly. And now my flashlight wants to give out. Oh, a save room. We will save then. In the mines, that's where we are. Okay. Oh, my flashlight better not give out. Oh, that was a spider. Those are big spiders. You stay over there. Oh, I guess I have to go that way. Well, where'd the spider go? Oh, light. We'll go towards the light. Okay, we're kind of following a path here. Uh-oh, you stay there. Don't follow me. A lot of scaffolding and cages. Is that another note? Oh, a wheel. And a note. I've seen people being lined up at the front of the building, more mindless husks being watched over by those shambling creatures that attacked Zoe and I. There's no way I'd be able to sneak past them and get through the front entrance. There are several wooden walkways suspended in the air. They don't look very stable, but perhaps one of these could lead me back to a back entrance. Marcus. So I guess I don't need to be afraid of the guys that are just standing there. I need to be afraid of the big shambling creatures. All right. And there's the scaffolding, so let's find a ladder. That's a ladder, but it's on the other side of the fence. Oh, there's a ladder over there. He is following me, but he's not going to attack because he's not the big shambling guy. What have we here? Oh, good. We grabbed the wheel for it. And that turns. Oh, and puts the pathway right here. Okay, and I guess we have to go down. hard to see anything with all the fog and the light and shadows and... Oh, okay. The light just turned this way. Does that mean somebody's watching me? Or it's just trying to light my path? A ladder? Oh no, there's one of the big shambling things. Run. Run, run, run. Let's go back to our scaffolding. Okay, now what are we going to use this ladder to go up there? But where do we put it? Okay, we need to go across there, but we can't jump and go up there. Let's move our little walkway over. There we go. And we have a ladder. Okay, we're making progress. A note. While I was unable to help those imprisoned near the abattoir, it's shown me that there are more people here that haven't been turned yet. If I can find them, we might be able to help each other. Someone has to know a way out of here. Marcus. Well, so far I haven't met any normal people. I've just met those weird no-face people. Okay, we can't go out there. Do we go out there? I don't know. Let's check this door. Nope, it's jammed. And going back would really do us no good. I don't see any other options. Okay then, here goes. Oh, can I? Yes, I can walk along here. Good. Okay. Nope, it's still jammed. And a ladder. Anything down here first? Nope. Oh, and a save room. And an eyeball. Alright, we're collecting a lot of those. Let's go in here and save. Okay, I think we are going to stop right here and end the video here. If you're enjoying this, leave a like and maybe consider just subscribing. We've got a little more game to go and tons of other adventures. And so I will see you back here in the door in the basement. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.